right now, the Mid-South certified most accurate forecast.
We're taking a look at temperatures this evening. On the warm side, south of I-40, north of I-40, it's been much colder through the day today. But if we look at the 24-hour temperature change, this really tells a pretty stark story here. We've warmed up around 20 degrees. Again, south of I-40. North of I-40 has gotten warmer, but again, last night we were also a little bit colder to the north, and we're only warmed around 10 degrees compared to yesterday. Take a look at the satellite and radar, though. We've got a lot of clouds coming across the Red River Valley here in Texas and Oklahoma. That is the jet stream, so you can see how quickly they're moving along with the winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Meanwhile, we've already started to see some convection across parts of Arkansas with lightning. So we do have some thunder showers rolling through tonight. It looks like it's going to stay mostly north of the I-40 corridor, and that's going to be the case, the trend over the next couple of hours tonight. And into tomorrow, we'll have heavier rain north of I-40. Of course, we are getting ready for severe weather, so it's always a good thing to keep reminded. Be prepared, not scared, getting together weather readiness kits, having batteries and extra flashlights, making sure your phone stays charged, having ways to get alerts. Of course, watching us right here on air, but also downloading the app and turning on the wireless emergency alerts on your cell phone. You can search for it in your settings, making sure those are turned on so that if we get some sort of a warning, it can come right to your phone. Knowing your safe place, knowing where to go, the most interior, lowest room of your home or place of work is going to be with the safest place. And again, plan for power outages, keeping your phone charged through the day just in case power does go out. We've got the chance for gusty winds, which can knock out power, of course, and tornado threat as well. It's going to be a little more isolated into the early morning, but more widespread threat as we head into the afternoon. The hail threat is on the lower side, but the heavy rain is the highest threat of this event that we've got. Tonight, we've got very heavy rain coming through, and that lasts through tomorrow afternoon as eventually a cold front comes through, brings in that line of thunderstorms, and blows in much colder air behind it. Let's go ahead of the week into next week a little bit. We'll drop back to the severe weather in a moment. Another low is coming off of Colorado and could bring in some wintry precip for us as we head Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Some projections right now are a little high and a little out there, but it looks like we could see maybe an inch or two of snowfall across parts of the Mid-South. It's still a little far out to get a firm number on that, but we'll keep you updated after the severe weather. All right, let's break down the timing of the storms tonight. We're seeing storms coming through around 3 a.m. They're going to linger around the area as we go into our Saturday morning. And notice it's staying north of that I-40 corridor. Very heavy rain for several hours can lead to that flash flooding threat. As we get to around 3 o'clock, that's when we start to see the line of storms developing there across parts of Arkansas. But out ahead of the line, we've got these thunderstorms that are showing up on the models. These could be isolated supercells that carry with them a tornado threat. We could see long track tornadoes with these. So that's one of the growing concerns. As we go to around 5 o'clock, we're starting to see that line push through Memphis. Could see very gusty winds and possibly some embedded tornadoes within that line. And things begin to wrap up 10 o'clock to midnight tomorrow night. The tornado threats, we've got the significant threat of long track EF2 or stronger storms across the Memphis metro and south. More isolated threat to our north. The wind threat is going to be also a little bit more to the south. The hail threat, lower threat, but it's still a potential threat as we see that back towards the west. As we transition to the nighttime, hail becomes less of a threat and straight line winds will be more of that threat. The other side of this, we've got heavy rainfall coming through, 6 to 8 inches up towards Dyersburg. Some places could see 9 to 10 inches of rain across northwest Tennessee. It's going to be very, very heavy rainfall. That's why, of course, we have that flash flood watch out. Looking at your 7-day forecast, temperatures are going to go from 70s tomorrow to 40s for several days, and then a couple of days next week could even be in the 20s after we have that brief chance for snow.